Well, hey there, guys. If you're new to the channel, I'm Jimmy.
I'm Paula.
And we have got some exciting news to share with you guys today.
We purchased our camper van.
Yay! We purchased a 2019 Roadtrek Simplicity SRT. It is the one that really we were kind of looking at buying when we first got this idea of going on the road and being full-time for at least a year or so. It was the one we originally looked at, and as it turned out, it's the one we ended up buying.
Right. We weren't really going to buy it right now. We were going to wait until maybe the fall, but we found one and it was the right price and it was exactly the one we were looking for. And we just felt like it was God's timing for us to go ahead and buy it. So we're thankful that we found it and we have it now.
Yeah. The pricing for camper vans right now is actually, it's overpriced. They're all overpriced. The market's very, very strong right now. There's a lot of demand for camper vans, and the supply just isn't out there. And so when we found this one, about $15,000 to $20,000 cheaper than all the other comparable ones, with it having all of the things that we really wanted in it, we just it was too good of a deal for us to pass up. And so we do just want to thank God for the blessing of this opportunity to get the exact one we wanted at a really budget friendly price. And so what we ended up doing was driving down to Florida to pick this up. And this wasn't like a pleasure trip. It was just a quick run down and back.
Yeah, we took off on a Thursday morning, drove all day Thursday, all day Friday, picked it up, drove
10
back.
hours each day.
Yeah, drove back Saturday and Sunday. And so it was a long, quick trip, but it was good, worth it to get the camper van that we wanted.
Yeah.
Some of the things that we love about this camper van are it has a queen platform bed. And so that was one of the things we really wanted because it has a lot of storage underneath. Mm-hmm. We want to be able to take along the things that we want for the year. And it also it's just really well laid out.
Yeah, it has a lot of storage, and we'll give you a walkthrough in just a minute. And it has a lot of storage, a lot of features for a very small amount of space. It's only 19 foot 7 inches long. It fits into a standard size parking lot, which was also a standard size parking space, which was also a big consideration for us because we want to be able to go into spaces like going to the Sun Road in Glacier, which has a 21-foot limit. We want to be able to also quickly transition into city life. If we want to go to Manhattan and go see a Broadway production, we want to be able to park in a parking garage as well. And so the size was spot on with what we were wanting as well. And then, of course, the thing you have to do with the camper van, Paula, is you have to name it, right? Like everybody has a name for their camper van. So we'll give you a little bit of details about what we named it and why we named it. What is it, Paula?
We call it the Mission Machine.
The Mission Machine.
Because we are on mission to to have adventures across the United States. And it's also a play on the Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine, the van that they drove around.
The van that those meddling kids drove around. And we're not kids anymore,
right.
But we might be kind of meddling middle-aged adults, right? But we kind of played off that, the Mystery Machine, and are calling this camper van the Mission Machine.
Right.
So enough talking, I guess, for now. Why don't we give you a quick walkthrough of the camper van. Then we'll jump back on here and give you just a little bit of an update on what our plans are for the rest of this year and then for our one-year trip coming up in 2023. Let's take a look. As we enter the camper van, there is a sturdy step. Then off to the left is a collapsible workstation attached to the sink, which I'll show you in just a moment. Stepping up into the camper van, off to the right, we have a table that folds down and stores away neatly, as well as some overhead storage just above the front part of the camper van. Those two chairs, of course, will swivel back into position to be front-facing when we drive. The wet bath is secured by a latch so that the doors do not open while driving. Inside, you'll see that there's ample space with a toilet. We've got a drain at the bottom for the water from the shower to drain out. There is a sink and then a handheld shower, along with a mirror and a little bit of storage space in there for toiletries. A couple of racks down there for magazines or guides or other loose items as well. Over to the left, we have our sink and a 2-burner stove for the propane. Up above, we're going to see that we have some splash guards there and a microwave, which we will use quite a bit. Below the sink and the stove on both sides there, you've got additional storage. Got a drawer up here at the top, which we will use for knives, forks, utensils, things like that. And again, there's more storage down here below. Over to our right, we have a 3/4 size refrigerator. Has a latch at the top to secure it. Ample supply space for Paula and me. Does have a freezer, which we're very excited about. The cabinet spaces do have a depressed button to secure it so that they do not come open during driving. And this is one of our favorite parts of the camper van. It's a nice little pantry to store our food and other supplies. And again, it locks into place when you depress that. There is a drawer down here at the bottom, relatively large size. Lots of storage on this camper van, which we were very impressed with. Of course, we have the queen size bed. This is what Paula and I really wanted, a platform bed, which we'll show you underneath it in just a minute. And there is another cabinet here with a rod at the top to use for hanging items. Above the queen size bed on both sides is a lot of storage. To the right, there's a place with our fan, a rack to put our laptops and other items at night when we get through so we don't have to get up. Again, storage on both sides. There is a television mounted here that has never been used. Do want to point out this track lighting. Each one of these is controlled by an individual touch, so you can pinpoint where you want the light in the camper van to be at all times. It does have an air conditioner, and of course, it has a fantastic fan as well that operates as exhaust and also to bring in cool air from outside. Again, there's a lot of storage underneath the platform bed, which is what we really liked about this as opposed to a sofa that converts into a bed, which I'll show you as we leave the camper van and head outside. We're now looking from the rear of the camper van through the back doors. And as I mentioned earlier, there is a ton of storage space underneath the queen platform. And then that table from the front stores neatly on the door. So as you guys can see, we are super excited about this camper van and really excited about the adventures that we have planned for the remainder of this year and next year. For this year, each month we hope to take some kind of trip in the camper van. Sometimes it'll be a week, sometimes it'll be 2 to 3 weeks. We've got plans for this year to hit the Rocky Mountains, the San Juan Mountains, Superstition Mountains. We're looking at some adventures in the desert, maybe some beach time. We've got lots of ideas for this year and how it's going to shape up. And then, of course, in 2023, starting January 1st, we will be without a home and living full-time in the camper van for at least 1 year. And we hope to hit 48 states during that 52-week time frame. But we've got lots of adventures we want to share with you guys coming up very quickly. So stick around for that.
Yeah, we've got lots of plans for this year and for next year, but we do want to know what are your favorite places. So leave us a comment below and tell us some of the favorite places that you visited or that are close to you, things that we may not even know about.
Yeah, we love all kinds of adventures. Certainly we love state parks, national parks. We love off the beaten path kind of places. We like to see historical sites. We like urban settings, cityscapes. We like all kinds of stuff. So let us know what your favorite things are, and especially let us know your favorite places to eat. Right? Like, we love to eat. It's like, if there's anything we like more than hiking and adventures, it's eating. And so let us know your favorite places to eat, and we'll add these to our itinerary as well. Well, guys, our mission for this time was to go pick up the mission machine. So that's it for us. What's your mission?